What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here with The Distance. Post-fight video for the HBO card Alfredo Angulo 11 round knockout over Julio. Overall, really good fight, really good showing from Julio because he did something that a lot of people didn't really expect him to do. He came out, he boxed beautifully. But anyway, break down the fight. First round, Angulo came in somewhat of a feeling out round. He was able to get quite a few power shots off in the first round. So I did give the round to Angulo due to the fact that he was the ring general and he was able to get off more power shots than Julio. So I gave the first round to Alfredo Angulo. Second round, I gave the second round to Julio. Actually, I gave 2 through 4. I gave to Julio because he boxed beautifully. See, Julio came out. He has a new trainer, Anthony Ham, who trained him very well for this fight. See, what Julio did was he came out and he boxed beautifully in this fight. In rounds 2, 3, and 4, he boxed beautifully. He stayed on the outside. He pretty much boxed. He threw combinations and basically just stayed on the outside, threw his combinations and moved. Boxed on the move, used the footwork to his advantage. But the problem was when he was moving and using his footwork and just throwing combinations was he kept moving to his left side, where pretty much he's an orthodox fighter. So orthodox fighters use the left jab primarily. So pretty much he was walking towards the way to where he uses his jab. So he kept walking over to the left side, and he was firing off his jab, firing off his combinations. And for a while, Angulo was a little bit confused. But round 5 came. Rounds 5 through 10, I gave to Angulo. Angulo started to pour it on in round 5. Round 5, Angulo came in, and I was actually impressed with Angulo. See, I did have Julio win in the earlier part of round 5, but Angulo came in and landed some good power shots on Julio in those rounds. So Angulo came in, he started landing his power shots, and he really started to pour it on. And with Julio's style, with him consistently moving, the ring got a bit shorter for Julio, and then Angulo started to kind of cut off the ring instead of chasing him, because the problem with Angulo in round 2 through 4, he's basically chasing him. He was chasing him. He was and Julio was using the perimeters of the ring, and he wasn't able to cut off the ring, and he was basically chasing him, and that was why Julio won those rounds. But Angulo started to, and I was impressed by Angulo in rounds 5 through 10 because we saw more jabbing from Angulo. He jabbed, and he pretty much used his jab to get on the inside and land some power shots. So rounds 5 through 10, I gave to Angulo. I gave him to Angulo based on ring generalship, based on power shots, landing more power shots, and basically being more active in these rounds. Though Julio was active in those rounds. Angulo, I just gave the rounds to because based on his ring generalship and the fact that he was consistently coming forward. He kept coming forward. He kept landing power shots. He kept getting Julio on the ropes, and Julio wasn't really able to get his shots off. So 5 through 10, I gave to Angulo. So round 11 comes. Round 11 looks like it's going to be another one of those rounds to where Julio is moving and Angulo is basically cutting off the ring, and right on the ropes, Angulo lands that right hand. I believe it was an overhand right that pretty much put Julio down, and referee stops the fight in round 11. So overall, good fight, but at the same time, we did see the boxing ability of Julio. Because, I was expecting this fight to be similar to the James Kirkland fight, to where Kirkland pretty much broke down Julio in like the 6th or 7th round and took him out. And Angulo wasn't able to do that because Julio wasn't going to fight with him. And Julio fought very good in this fight. He fought smart in rounds 2 through 4. Fought very smart. But I think when Julio started to stand in front of him, it became a different fight because, as I mentioned, the ring got smaller, and Angulo started to kind of creep up on him. And as he crept up on him, that's when he was able to pour it on. And he couldn't really keep that. He couldn't really maintain that movement. he couldn't really stay on the outside, the way that he wanted to in this fight. So Angulo pretty much cut off the ring, walked him down, knocked him out in round 11. So overall, good showing from both fighters. Congratulations to Angulo, still the WBO interim champion. Hopefully, I really hope that he takes on the winner of Yuri Foreman versus Miguel Cotto. Matchup takes place on June 6th. I really hope that he does take on the winner of that fight. If he takes on another opponent next, Julio, I think that Julio is more likely going to be either a gatekeeper, or maybe he's going to have to start from scratch. Hopefully we do see him. Hopefully we see Julio in the future. But really, I was impressed by Angulo in this fight. I was impressed because we saw more jabs. We saw his ability to adapt, and that's very important for the development of a fighter. Is the ability to adapt to certain styles, and it was something that he couldn't do against Kermit Cintron. He didn't adapt against that style early enough to win the fight and pull off the victory, and he was able to adapt to Yoel Julio because he did come out certain style in round 1, came in round 2 different style, but he cut off the ring, used his jab to cut off the ring, used his jab to set up his power shots as well. So anyway, good fight. I'm about to watch Adamek Ariola in a second here. Hopefully it comes on a bit. But anyway, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.